on the
Okay.
video ninja if you want.
All right.
If it's not too much.
Are we live? Okay. All right. I think it's coming through. So,
Okay.
I hope everyone can hear Eduardo.
Hey,
How can I test it? How can I test myself? Okay.
I should be able to check at the same time. Yeah, my face is there.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I can hear myself.
Okay. Okay. Great. Oh.
And I can see the screen, so perfect. Yeah.
Okay. So you can see my screen as well. It's a GitHub page. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
And I can see the screen on the side just in case.
Oh. Yeah. Sorry for a long wait. So we're figuring out how we can get the audio and the video through. It's quite tricky on Mac, I think. So yeah. So that started. So today we have a kind of special guest. So the master of Pinia, Eduardo. So
Yeah, hello.
Yeah. Hello. So
Thanks for having me.
Sorry. Yeah, and
no, I just said thanks for having me.
Okay.
Oh, the delay.
Oh, yeah, there's a little bit delay. Yeah, I see. And yeah, so if you don't know Eduardo is you are the maintainer of the Vue router and also the creator of Pinia, which is a very cute. I'll just show you. So it's the Pinia. This one. Oh, okay. So you have a master Pinia and the Pinia. So it's the store. It's a store management for Vue, right? So and
Yes.
I think that we use Pinia for managing our store a little bit in the previous episode, and yeah, also like if you want to know more about it, so you just check Mastering Pinia, created by Eduardo, and I should probably take that lessons as well because I'm not good at this, and that is because Eduardo sent me a pull request, I think here, right? You can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
So basically, like we will, I think in a previous episode, we were kind of be struggling with how to use Pinia or how to extract our state to it.
Okay, typing.
So, Eduardo, you watch my stream, right? And
I watch it, yeah. Not the whole thing because I'm a bit busy with the baby,
yeah,
but
I see. Yeah,
but yeah,
it's
you
okay.
know.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. So he sent me something to improve the store. So is that okay? I just, or maybe I should check the code. I think I can maybe directly go through the code. So that would be inside the commits, right? Here.
If you want the code if is fine too, because
and
we on the
here. I will just zoom out a little bit.
Oh, okay, on the VS Code.
On the VS Code, yeah. So it should be here. Yeah. So a few files. I think the main thing is this playground state. Yeah, do you want to talk about it? I'll leave it.
Yeah. All right. So I was watching the stream, right, and you were struggling a little bit with the types. I was very surprised because you even went into the types of Pinia, which are pretty unreadable because they are very complex. Because it tries to infer as much as possible from the declaration of the store, and just let everything just flow in type. It's the other day I heard it somewhere. It lets the types flow, and so that way you don't type as much. You don't type much. You don't need to pass the generics to the store. And so, for example, you try to pass the generics, trying to set the return of the defined store. But a Pinia store has, so on a setup store, you have two generics. The first one is the ID. I honestly don't know why I made the ID a generic, but there it is. The ID is a literal string. And then the other one is the return object, I think, from the, I'm not sure if it's the return object or the function. Yeah, SS for setup store.
Setup
and
store. Okay.
Yeah, it should be called return store or setup return, something like that. But I don't know. It doesn't matter too much. So this is the simple one because you have two generics, but the other ones have four or five. The next one has the
The
ID, the
next one
state,
is
the
this one.
getters, and the actions. Right
Define
below,
store
just right below
options
the.
below.
It's
This one, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So you definitely don't want to type it out manually, right? So the idea is let Pinia infer as much as possible, and in order to do that, you have to put the types next to the data, so as close as possible as
Okay.
to the variable as you can, and then you return things and let it infer. And so you had, I think it also made me see that there might be an error, a bug with the type unwrapping because you were returning some shadow refs and they were getting unwrapped.
So it
So
was here, right?
you had to put
So
row.
basically, we need to wrap with a row here.
Yeah,
Okay. So
I
I
think that
think
might be a bug in Pinia.
okay, okay. Maybe we could fix that in another time. Oh, yeah, we can look
Mhm.
together maybe. And so like, is that in general like I shouldn't use generic on the define store?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
okay, that's
like
fair point.
you should never pass the generics to the defined store.
So
It's meant to be inferred.
okay, so I think before that, because I want to pass it as a pop, so I need to get the type of it. So I saw that you do this trick. So you have this type playground store, and you infer the return type from the use store playground opinion. So basically,
Yeah,
we have that. It's not super friendly to read, but I guess it works.
no, it works, and it's also.
Okay.
I think it's maintainable in the way that it's just using a TypeScript
Yeah.
native feature. It infers the type from the composable,
So basically, here
so it
we
will
have
always be up to date.
okay. So basically, here you also change that because like it was knowable, but now it's not, and I think it's good. And
Yeah, I don't know
this
why
type is
it was
fine.
notable in the first place.
Or
I
maybe
think
I
it
made
was just
some
a
mistake.
leftover.
Oh yeah, maybe yeah, indeed. Okay,
And so you were typing the return statement, like
this one.
the object return. It was called playground state row.
Okay. Where should I go? Should I go to the decoration file?
No, the diff is perfect. That way you can see at the very top of the diff where you were.
Uh, okay. Here, right?
The
This one.
I need to wait a little bit to get the diff because I cannot see it on the. There you go. Okay, I can only see it on YouTube. So yeah, that diff to the very top,
Very top
you
here.
have, yeah, it's where we have the export interface playground state row. And I
Playgrounds.
completely
Yeah,
removed that, right?
yeah. That's good
So
because firstly I need to kind of maintain both the type and
exactly.
something underneath, and now it's like auto
So now you
inferred,
don't.
which is great. Yeah.
The only thing I didn't change was the actions part, like the last property actions, playground actions,
Yeah.
which we can leave for later. But it's the rest is moving everything. So all the state properties, so all the green, the status, error, stream files, move all the declaration up. Instead of being in the return statement, I moved it up. So that way you can use it underneath, even though it's not being used, and then you return everything.
Yeah. So basically,
And
you
so
suggest me to kind of move the mount playground function into this store, right?
that's what I would do, but I don't have a
Yeah.
full knowledge of the project
So I
because
think
the idea,
previously why I'm doing this because I want this function to be like client only. So this mount
yeah,
there I will go to, so it's late, sorry, I'm a bit lost. So here, so it's a mount playground function, and mount playground will do some like start the web container and do a lot of thing, and then it'll assign the action here
yeah,
to the actual function is, because I think I want this all the entire file to be client only, and because Pinia would also be initialized on the server side, right? So if we want to move it to a store, so you basically recommend to have all the logic inside this store. So both action and the state.
Yeah, that would make sense to
So
organize
basically,
the.
if we want to do, we might need to do like import meta that, right? So no, it's not that, it's client. Or maybe it's client, it's just client. Yeah, in Nuxt it's just client. So basically here is the client only code. But is that still means that we still need to place those function as a like a not function as a placeholder, and then we do like action something. We initialize it
I
here.
would I would put the inside of the function. This is what we talked a little bit messages, but I would put if not web container return or throw even if you want.
So is that you want to say that here? So basically, if we return here, oh wait, so it's like here, right? So
Yeah, so I would move
so
the
this is
functions.
like
No,
server.
no. Inside, I'm a bit delayed on the screen because I can only see the browser, so I cannot see your VS Code. I can only see it on YouTube, but I think it's fine.
You can
The
only
thing
see
I
the
mean is
browser. Oh,
on
sorry.
the.
I will switch it. I guess it's something. I'm sorry. So it's
It's okay.
entire screen. Okay. All right. Can you see it now?
Loading probably. I cannot
Oh
see yet.
no, it's not working. Entire screen. Share. No, it's not working. Uh, that's weird. Okay, I'll just show you my VS Code maybe.
Yeah.
Where's my VS Code? Here. Share. It's broken. Nope. Is that safe if I refresh the chat room now? I guess the state of the browser is already
I think that since your camera goes through OBS, it's fine.
okay. I'll refresh that page.
It seems like I'm still on the video. Okay.
Okay, I'm glitched.
Glitch.
My
Oh yeah.
camera got glitched. And how can I fix that? Is that okay? Okay, I fixed it back. So there's a there's a lot of weird bugs. So can you see my screen? No?
Not yet.
Here
It's not working.
like this. It's still not working. Okay, I will refresh it again.
If not, I guess the delay on the VS Code is fine. Or I can join a share session and just follow your mouse. It also works. I guess. I don't think you can hear me when I'm speaking there. If it doesn't work, if you want, you can share a live share session with me, and I can just follow your mouse.
Oh, I cannot even hear you now.
1, 2, 3.
But I guess the audience can hear you because it's coming to the other stream.
Yeah, I can hear myself.
Hello?
And again, you give the rights to Chrome.
Oh, I lost you.
No, I'm here.
Basically, I'm joining the room, but there's no sound.
I think in the stream.
But I can see your
In the
sound like it's bumping on OBS, but I cannot hear you. Oh, I think it's maybe the audio source. Default. Hello? Okay, okay, now I can hear you. But I still cannot share my screen. Share.
Live share, maybe?
Okay, you want to work on? Yeah, okay. Wait. If you share, okay, you can try to share maybe.
No, live share. I mean, you just
Oh,
share me a read only
good,
on
good
the
point.
on the VS
Good
Code,
point.
and
Good
then
point.
I can just follow your mouse.
So it starts a live. This one.
You probably need to move that off. Now I can follow. Now I'm following
Okay.
you. Now it's good.
Okay. Okay. You can see my
Yeah, I
screen.
see your cursor moving around.
Okay, great.
So what I was saying about the actions is that if you put them in an object like that and you return the object, they are not recognized as actions. Now it doesn't necessarily matter, right? Because maybe you don't need them to be considered actions. If you have plugins that interact with actions, for example, debouncing or debugging or error tracing, stuff like that, then that does matter. So what I would have done is move restart server and download zip outside of that object and return them as is. And inside of them, I would check if there is a web container. And if there is not, I will return or
Oh,
throw an error.
okay. I see. I see.
And then
So, yeah, you go.
and then I will do what you were going to do is the import meta client. So if there is you don't need to do the else return. You always put the return. It's easier to have just one return.
So it's a bit
But
like that. So it's like logic goes here, right? And so basically,
yeah,
we
or
just
even
will go with this
can I write?
like that. Can you write? Can you
Yeah, or
type?
even yeah, I can even write. I would even say pc.value wait web container but value return or throw or whatever.
Yeah. So I
And
was
then
also
you have what you
consider
are
a
doing.
little bit like tree shaking, but I'm probably like over consider. Yeah.
But even if you want the tree shaking, I guess you could have here if import.meta.client, and here you do import with a dynamic import, and then and here you
All
have your
right.
mount code, right?
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe.
And that way you have all the logic here.
All right. So I
But
have a
it
question.
doesn't change too much.
I have a
Yes.
question. So you say that's action. So I guess that would be a little bit related to Vuex or how Redux works. Is that I
Hmm.
supposed to only update those data or state inside this action, or it's okay to like
No,
mute it outside of those action? Or like what's the
it's
difference
okay.
between the Pinia's option? Oh, sorry, the Pinia's action and all the action that I put inside my object. So what would be the difference?
In terms of functionality, not much. It's more about being recognized as an action by Pinia. So plugins can can refer them as actions. So for example, you have things like on action or plugins that are allowed to detect actions, or the DevTools are going to appear in the timeline. I mean, the actions are going to appear in the DevTools timeline.
Okay, so it's basically have better DevTool integration. And is that also like Pinia
Yes.
plugin can do something before the action and after the action?
Yes.
Okay,
Exactly that.
that's interesting. So yeah, just curious, maybe a little bit off topic, but what usually a Pinia plugin would do to the action? Like, is that like they will save something before and like before after the action? Like, what's the
Yeah.
use case of those things?
The use case is, it's almost like this is a very low level like API, right? I have a few use cases, but the idea is to really open up for functionalities. For example, the DevTools use this API to track the actions.
Okay.
So the DevTools itself for Pinia is a plugin. Other things I
Okay.
haven't, so other things I implemented is debouncing, for example. So you set up a plugin that allows you to add options to Pinia stores. And so you can define in an extra option. So after the declaration here, you can add more things in here. So for example, I don't know why we have actions there, but you can define custom options, and you could say debounce, for example, and list all the functions you want to debounce. You can do these for error tracing. So for example, you can trace errors from actions and send them to servers like Sentry if you want to have bug reports in production. You could have some automated undo, redo before and after actions. So if you organize your store in a way that state is only changed within actions, you could also create a plugin that allows you to undo, redo within a store based on actions. So it's as if you had transactions. If an action becomes a transaction, you can
Okay.
invent new patterns. I feel like I haven't really seen it in action, but at the same time, I haven't really talked about it. I'm just like, oh, this is the API. Have fun.
You
I never really pushed the. I never
okay?
really showed any of
Okay.
these
Like Eduardo
experiments.
said, he haven't seen actions in actions. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
haven't
so
seen.
that sounds super cool. So basically, you could have debounce to certain action, and without like wrapping it inside the store, it's like basically handles by the plugin.
Yeah, this exists. This is a plugin I wrote. It's Pinia plugin debounce.
Okay, so it's a bit like a decorator, right?
Yeah, but not as
Yeah, I see.
nice in terms of syntax, right?
But it's like okay, but it's like automated, right? And it does not require
Yeah,
sync,
yeah.
right?
It even auto completes. So if you install the plugin and you go here, you have debounce, and you can have an object, I think, and here it auto completes the
Oh, sorry.
names of the
Where are you modifying? I didn't saw your changes. Oh, here. Okay, I
and
see.
at the bottom
Okay.
and
Okay.
debounce.
You
And so
just type.
here, if
Yeah.
you try to autocomplete, it will tell you the actions that you have. So we don't have any actions anyway here, but
Okay. So you have to
that's
install the
why.
debounce plugin in order to get it work. Actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So you
for
have a third
example,
option.
just
Okay.
now there is no third option. But for example, you have on action here, right? And so here you have the context, and the context have a few things, like the name, I think.
Okay.
So here, there is no possible option for this name.
So
Like this is
basically, we
just a
have.
string because there are no actions. But let's see, if we do these, so I'm just doing this to make it fast. You see how here
Oh,
we just have the actions that are typed.
that's amazing. Okay, that's interesting.
And
So
everything also comes. So if you do
okay.
d dot, d dot, well, they don't have any arguments, right? They are both the
Let's
same.
try. Let me try. Yeah, if I try, I can see. Okay, so it's after arguments and then on arrow and store. So store is the store itself.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
And
Okay,
args and name. Yeah, args will be the array. So here is gonna be a.
so is the argument passed to this action?
Yeah,
Okay, so you can
you have
manipulate
no
it.
arguments. So.
So you can change something to it. Okay, so here is
Oh
like
no,
empty.
wait, can you?
Can you?
I don't think you can.
Okay.
Let me check. Before? There is no before. Can you change them? I don't think you can. I didn't think about it.
Okay, but if it's an
I
object,
will
you
be
can
surprised.
mutate it. Yeah.
Yeah, it could
Okay.
be doable.
Okay. So that would be a little bit anti-pattern, I guess.
Not necessarily.
Oh, okay. Cool.
What you cannot change is the return of the action, because if you have multiple plugins attaching to the same action, then they conflict. So you don't know which one should be preserved at the end. So that was something that was possible before, and I removed it because it created incompatibility.
Okay, so basically for on action, it doesn't have order. So all happens in parallel. Like if you have multiple on action, is that
It will happen serial in one
in
after the
serial?
other,
Okay.
but they are non-blocking.
Okay, they
Are
are
they? Wait,
non-blocking.
forgot.
Okay.
I haven't written things. It's documented though, but
Okay, okay. I should check the
I need
document.
to check my own documentation.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so I also want to ask: is there any convention to separate between state and actions to say, because we basically flap all the properties into a single object, so it's a store, and so we basically have store dot status, store dot arrow, something like that, and we have store dot
Yeah,
download zip. So is that like would you recommend any like convention to say like on or use something beforehand in order to a little bit separate between state and method or functions actions?
I think that the good part of having a setup store is that you can really split by domain, by functionality, just like with view components.
Okay, so basically there is no enforcement, so basically you can do it, but if you do too much functions, you should separate into multiple store, something like
Yeah,
that.
and
Okay.
if it doesn't make sense to separate into multiple stores, you can still extract the logic to composables.
Okay, I
Because
see.
at the end, this is just a composable too, right? You're writing a composable.
Okay, so is that so? Maybe I should just say like here, that would be composables and container, web container, and then I will initiate here. So
You could, yeah,
so I guess maybe I still could have this action, and but instead of, maybe I can have a like underscore action, and if it's like, I would do it like here. So it's basically a wrapper, and then I can return like that. And I know like my mind is like full of hacky things, and then here
okay,
it's basically like I can mount it, and then I can mount it, and I can have an action, something like that. Yeah, just something for demonstrating, and
yeah,
then
you could,
those functions, like the logic is still extracted outside of uh this store, because I still wanted it to be client side only, but they can still be recognized by Pinia, uh,
yeah.
like as the
But
as
I
the
think you
action.
should probably be able to put oh, because the download zip is using the GS zip, right?
Yeah. So I think basically we could have the logic here, but I need to pay more attention in order to have every dependency I introduce in order to separate them in another chunk. And I guess that's the difference between you input this whole what this whole module. It's like all the modules inside these components uh, will be bundled into a single chunk. But
Yeah,
if you do multiple dynamic import, it's like they will divide it into multiple chunks while they supposed to
I
work
think
together.
I think that makes sense for this specific case because, for
Yeah,
example, most people won't even download zip, right?
yeah,
So I think it makes sense to have the import gzip within the function download zip because that way you don't even import the
yeah.
gzip if it's never used. And I haven't checked the whole file to be honest, the web container file.
So I was talking with you in the message about that if we could have another to say another store, so we can have a use client only store. So those functions can provide so like maybe like that. So here is basically all the mount playground uh yeah like download whatever. So here is all the action here, and is that possible that we could have like fused? So we can have a server, and then we could have a use playground store, which equal to like merge store, something like that.
Of course.
So here
So
I
the
can
way I
test
would
to.
do it.
So basically, we can in this way we could kind of doing this automatically. We don't need to do these things, but it's like merging into one, and so those clients only uh, functions will only be available into that specific store, but you can merge them together. And that's just my rough idea.
Yeah, I think we could create a function that is a custom defined store, but we will end up with the same issue that we have right now. It's that you still need to decide where is the split point in terms of bundling. If you see what I mean?
Yeah, good point. So
It wouldn't change the thing, and I think it's easier to
I
write one store if you go that way, you know.
So I was thinking that it could do like client, right? If it's client, we merge it. Otherwise, we will use the like this. But still, there will be some tricky part on the types, right? Because
You will still
those
need to
functions.
duplicate some of the code.
I
I
I
think that's
I
the main
will
issue.
I will think about it, and if it's a possible, maybe you could have a plugin for Pinia.
Yeah, you could actually write this in a plugin, but I think the
Yeah.
main is that if you want to have something like that, you really want to be able to write the store once, right? That's the important part. Because if you have to write two stores, you have another issue of duplicating things. And so if you are write one store, you need a way to define the things that are always used everywhere and things that are client only, server only. And I feel like this is creating it's going the path of configuration over convention. So you end up creating configuration that doesn't reduce that much code if we weren't the path of just doing the if import meta client within the functions. So I'm not even sure that it's very niche. If it's worth, it's very niche, but I don't think it's worth in this case for sure.
Okay. Yeah. That's fair. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just worried about that. If we later we could have more function, and if we're going to do this,
Yeah.
like every time, it's not the best experience. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. Oh yeah. I don't think this is the way to go. I
Okay.
really so do you want me to show you real quick a little bit what I mean?
Okay. Sure. Sure.
Okay, so if we look at the web container, um, the web container that you wrote, the composable, we are importing from web container API and then the
So
playground
here.
and templates.
Okay. Here.
Oh wait,
Yeah. I was navigating to you. Okay. Should I
you can
follow you?
follow me, I think, if you want to.
Where can I type? Let me check. Live
You
stream
can go on the
collaboration.
left,
Share.
on the right. If you
Set. Focus participant. Is that?
yeah, now you're I think.
Okay.
Okay, so these are client only, right?
Yeah, and it doesn't throw if you import it in the server side. As long as you don't use the web container boot in server.
Ah,
But I would not even import it if like
in
to be
server.
optimal. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, because they might be a bit heavy.
yeah,
And where is the gszip? Oh, you already do this. Okay.
yeah.
Uh,
So here is the
are you
dynamic
following my
EA.
cursor?
Nope, I following you manually.
You can do it automatically if you want. If you click on
where is it?
on
Live
the
share.
right,
Okay,
you have
I hide this.
live share.
Okay, so your
Oh, you hide
circle
it.
becomes
So you have
solid.
to do a follow.
Okay, okay,
You have to
and
follow participant.
follow. Yeah, I think you. I'm following you. Okay, good, good. Yeah.
Okay, so we have two pieces that are client only. The gszip, which is already
Dynamic.
in a dynamic import.
Yeah.
So this function, the way it is, I wonder if. Oh wait, what? Oh, it's so big. Okay, and we put it on here.
Okay.
So for example, what I do here is const vc equal web container dot value, and if vc return. It's
Okay.
not the right vc. Oh, it's already.
It's possibly undefined because this is another function. This is hoisted function. So I think we could do it by changing it into a variable, into an arrow function. So that should be fine. Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. So here you have the type. It's yeah. That's it. Mm-hmm.
You can even move it outside, I think. No.
Okay. Maybe that would be easier
But
to you just put the web container here as an argument. Would that be better? Like
no, because then it means that people calling the action have to
yes, yes, that's true. But if
have to
you
pass it.
if I extract this to be a utility function, then I can put all the dependency. Like so
Totally.
we don't rely on the context. But here and inside this store, we just use download zip and we pass the web container dot value we have. So it's basically a
Yeah.
utility outside of this store. Okay, I think that makes sense. Mm-hmm.
And so it looks like it works. Like everything is.
Yeah, it
So
should
what
work.
is the error here? It's not defined. It's not used, but you just return it, right?
Yes.
And so now you have the action return, and
Yeah.
well, you just migrated one of the actions already.
I just remove the argument. Yeah. Okay.
So that's one of them. So that means that we can also remove it here.
Okay.
So now we have these left. And we have, so this is the code that happens only on the client side, I think. What is the template basic here?
The template is a bunch of files. Basically, in web container, you need to load all the files. So for the web container to boot, so it's basically a string file package.json or something.
Okay. So we have all of these. This is the part that we want to remove.
Yeah.
And then we have some functions using a process. And then the start server. So it's using the VC here, like the other one.
Yeah,
So
and
let's
it has a
try.
lot of context.
Yeah, it has a lot of content, it has all the process.
Yeah.
So we could technically move these within the store. These are not state. They are not, they are like internal. They don't need to be, they are not serialized into from the server to the client. So it's fine if they are just
it's
nothing,
local
like no ref,
variables.
nothing.
Yeah.
And then we have start server, which is restart. Yeah, it's here. Okay. So if we move these, here, I should put it here. Okay, what did I copy? Okay. I didn't copy the right thing.
Yeah, you did, but you need to wrap it, I guess. Also, like here is it's asynchronized.
Yeah, we need to change that.
So store shouldn't be asynchronized, right?
Yeah, it cannot be asynchronous. It has to be synchronous.
Okay, it has to be. Okay. So basically do a wrapper. Or maybe I
This
think
we need to do the web. This works.
it works. I don't know.
Okay, let me just space the things. And here we're gonna be like if import.meta.client, we do some other things. So
and also I think this should be a function, should be an action, because we don't want to do it immediately. We will call the mount playgrounds on a component. So it's fine to be asynchronized because it's not in the context. So you can search for the mount playground. Yeah, here. So it's
you did
unmounted.
unmounted.
Yeah, we did it unmounted. So unmounted, make sure it's only doing it on client side, because on server it doesn't call unmounted hooks.
So we have two ways of changing this. We can create an action, as you say, and then we leave the component call the action whenever they want.
Yeah.
Only on client, but whenever they want.
Yeah.
Or we do it automatically when the story is created, but only if we are on client.
Should we do it automatically? Because
we can do it. This is automatic.
Yeah, this is automatic. So basically, but if we do here, so that means like, so the logic is asynchronized. So like in the view, in the components, we want to make sure. So basically, need to expose a promise. So right. So like we can execute them immediately, but we don't know when it ends. But yeah, here we don't. Here we don't know. We don't have any upcoming sequence, so it should be fine because we can rely on the status. And yeah,
it's right now. It's the typing are broken because we are in the middle of the refactoring. But
yeah, there's a lot of things. You can remove my like my procedure code.
We do this. I need to change a lot of the things here. Oops.
Okay.
Can I use a formatter? Do you use ESLint?
If you save it, just do it automatically. But there's a lot of things.
Okay, I just wanted to do. Wait, I messed up.
It's always tricky
this one.
Okay.
There we go.
Hey, you did it. You did it. Nice.
There we go. Okay.
And you can remove my.
So I'm just putting that into an async function so we can.
Okay.
Flipping. No, I think I messed up the.
Yeah, it's okay.
See, async. This is good.
All right.
It's. Yeah, now it's good. Okay.
Okay.
So we can
just import it.
So our web template's basic. So we can import this.
Yeah, you can directly import template. It's fine. Yeah. And
the color mode, I don't know where it's come from.
The color mode will be used. Oh wait, what?
You're passing the color mode value. So instead, we can just use color mode here.
Yeah, good. Yeah. And dot value. Okay, that's nice. I like it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Now we can leave these closed because it's not used anywhere.
Okay.
Then
you need to
now
rewrite all the play.
Refactor.
Yeah.
So let's do web container dot value. And so just to simplify, I'm gonna do it's easier to refactor this way, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Now let's move these outside. I mean.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, maybe even outside.
What is a complete? You cannot find nameplate. Oh yeah, that's the store. Yeah, even outside it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We just need to import. Nope, no copilot, please. Okay, is it good? Yes.
Okay.
And let's reformat again.
Okay.
Space. And here
you can remove it.
Oh yeah, so these I don't need.
Yeah. value.
Okay,
Oh,
so here we have the problem of the
naming. Okay.
naming issue. We can do
yeah, like that.
I mean,
I'm okay with that. okay.
Okay, and we can do files for each here.
Yes.
Preview location dot value.
Yeah. A lot of thing. Okay. Oh, magic! What you do?
Except this one doesn't work.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
think you can
yeah, we don't
remove
need
these
this
two.
anymore.
You don't need these two. Yeah.
Okay, status stream error. Okay.
Okay. So fast. How do you select those things? How do you select those things? Do you use
this
like
is
special
common
key
D.
binding? Oh, okay.
No,
Okay.
this I use Vim afterwards, but you don't need Vim for this. Yeah.
So you basically select play. I think. Okay, I got it. So basically play.
Yeah, you can try
and
it.
then, yeah. Oh, whatever. And here dot value. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't need Vim for that.
I thought that would sound like magic tricks. So yeah, so for the audience, if you don't know that, you can select one thing, and you see that there's like shallow highlights as well, and you press Command D, you can select multiple one with the same as your selection. So if I want to remove all the dot D, I select dot D and I press Command D D D D, so I can select multiple one, and I can delete it. So it's like delete together, and if I type anything, it has a multiple cursor like that, and yeah, so that's the trick.
Yeah, you can use the Alt arrow or Control arrow depending on the OS, and then it moves words, right? Which is what you did too. No?
What did I do? Oh yeah. So it's option dot left and right, and I think it's command.
Yes.
So options is on Mac. Is that
Yeah.
Alt on Windows, right?
I think it's Control on Windows.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
I have another shortcut.
No, wait, no. You're right. So option is named Alt on Windows, but I think that the shortcuts change on Windows.
Oh, okay.
Because it's native. It's not a VS Code thing. It's a native shortcut.
Okay. So anyway, you can select it,
Oh.
and you can press also option to delete a word, right? Like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can use option too. So now,
yeah, just to remove my chunky code here. And also there's a server store. I should change back to store. Okay, that should be good.
Okay, so now we have two things left. It's the use web container here. Where does it come from? Oh, you created your own.
So here.
Oh, okay.
So because Pinia is also like singleton, so it should be fine to move all these things inside the store,
right? Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
So let's put it here, and let's use the dynamic import. Await import web container API.then, and then it becomes a container, right? And then we do web container.boot.
okay.
Right. It should work. Yeah.
Okay.
So here it's complaining because the value could be undefined.
So I think you can assign for WC first, and then you assign the ref later. This might be better for the type.
It should be the same. Yeah, it should be the same for the type. It's as if this one.
No, I think they're still different because this is a ref, so it's holding a value, and the ref itself is undefinable.
You're right.
Yeah, this works. TypeScript is weird. I think it's not smart smart as we are, or maybe they're trying to be safe. I don't know.
It's safer, I guess. Yeah. So here we have the file.vc. Okay, we attach the thing, attach the web container, we mount, and here we have some functions. So these functions have to be moved outside.
Okay.
Because they are actions, right? I mean, these one not necessarily, but these one is. And so now, oh yeah,
Need to check it.
I'm gonna use the same as before, so that way I can do if not throw, or what do you prefer, throw or return?
Oh, good point. Maybe throw, I guess, because anyway, we shouldn't call that anyway.
Yeah. Start server is fine on the
Okay.
or
Yeah, I think
or
that
maybe doesn't matter much.
yeah,
Okay, the rest is good. We moved. So this is the initialization. We have the process here. And the last part is returning the function, I think. Oh,
okay. Yeah, just remove that.
we can remove this. And the restart server doesn't exist.
So is restart server is an alias to start server because it's doing the
Okay,
same.
start server.
Okay. That's pretty nice.
Now we can remove these.
Yeah, if you remove the web container file.
It's only here. I don't know if you can see when I search. No, I don't think you can see when I search.
Yeah, I can only see your
I
cursor. I
search the whole
cannot.
project.
Yeah. It doesn't even show multiple
Uh,
cursor. You just have one cursor. Yeah, it
uh,
doesn't have the multi
so
cursor.
it looks like magic when you're.
Yeah. And I think I don't see
Again,
your
you can
selection.
really?
Yeah. When it's only
I think
one.
you do.
Yeah, when it's only one I can see it. But if you try to select multiple one, I think I'm not able to see it. No? Yeah. Just the first one on the type.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So do you want to run a build to see if the things work? If the things are
Yeah.
correctly split?
So did you remove the web container thing? The mount playground?
No, I didn't remove it.
Yeah, I think we also need to change the mount playground.
Yeah,
So
I wouldn't commit yet, but if I were you, just in
yeah,
case.
I mean that's here. So we basically need to change this. Yeah, we also need to.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, oh
Sorry,
wait,
I forgot that. Yeah.
but you mount it automatically already. So I shouldn't
Yeah. So now
like.
you can remove these.
I can remove it. Okay, and then we can remove this file. We can remove this composable to be sure. So I just go to the trash. So basically remove app container and merge those logic to playground. And okay, I will start the server to C. And 3. Oh, sorry, 3,000. I hope this works. You can see my screen, right? Okay.
Yeah.
It seemed to work. Okay. You can see my screen. No, you cannot. You can. You
Yeah.
see the live streaming.
Yeah. I'm saying on the live stream is fine.
Okay. It has a kind of few minutes delay, 1 or 2, I guess.
Few seconds, I think.
Okay, I think I
So
have it.
I don't know if the errors are normal or not.
Yeah, the error is normal. The error is normal. That's trying to pull in when the server is ready. So yeah, it works. Pretty good.
Cool. Can you
Okay.
check with the DevTools the build to see if
Okay.
with the Nuxt DevTools?
The Nuxt dev tool or Vue dev tool?
Right? The Nuxt DevTools, the thing you built.
Oh, that's I disable it because
Oh,
web container requires
too
a
slow.
very strict course origin
Oh
header,
yeah.
and it doesn't work
Yeah, I remember.
with that tool. So I still need to figure out how I can make it work. But at this moment, it's unfortunately uh like like both of them only work for they don't work together. So basically, if I want to use view dev tool, the web container will broke. So can I see the Pinia in the view dev tool? I didn't saw it.
You should be able. I don't know why sometimes it doesn't appear. Oh, because you're not in the right app. No, wait. Yeah, you are.
Well, I only have one app, isn't it? Wait.
Maybe you need to close the dev tools and reopen.
Close the dev tool and open again.
Yeah.
And view. Still not Pinia. Dev tool plugins.
I don't know why. Sometimes the
create your own
dev tools do not connect.
Okay, so it's not working correctly, I guess. Or should I refresh?
I don't
the
know
page?
why, but
Would
sometimes the plugins do not work. Yeah, sometimes refreshing the page works.
Oh, refreshing the page
I don't know what
works.
to tell you. Sometimes.
Okay, so how can I see the?
Oh, it worked.
Yeah, it works. And where? How can I go back to the? I'm in the setting, and I've been tracked in the setting.
On the that one, the app. No, on the you have a.
What?
You have a small. How to describe this?
When
when you clicked on the app, you had a small little I don't know how to call that, an arrow that allows you to.
Nope, I think.
Yeah, normally you can always close them and open again.
Okay. I think that's the.
Maybe use the arrows, yeah, to go back all the way.
Arrow to go back. Okay, okay. But then I don't have the Pinia now.
Really?
Okay.
Timeline?
This
Oh,
is
yeah, you should
this
see
is
Pinia,
a
yeah.
routing, but I don't have Pinia. Where is it? It's another tab.
Oh, if you had the row.
Okay, here. I saw it. So here you have playground. Okay. Okay, that's nice.
So
that's nice.
if you go to the timeline, yeah, the
timeline here. Okay. And okay, I just give it more space. So if I click Pinia, okay,
you should be able to see.
It's taking.
Oh, it's not there. Oh, yeah, it's there.
Okay, so it has a mutation set. So the mutation is automatically.
Yeah, this is.
So how do you do that?
Yeah.
You kind of wrap the exposed graph so that whenever I change something, you will see the mutation.
Yeah, but I don't think we were. I thought we were not doing any mutation, so I'm a bit surprised.
Okay.
Oh no! Yes, they happen in the mounting. Yeah.
Better to have it horizontally. Okay. So so
yeah,
if I click download, it should check. Okay. It has a click. No, this is not the thing I want. So Pinia and wait, playground. And where's Pinia?
I have to scroll down. You can remove the other layers.
Okay. Here. So we have a mutation. Oh, the UI. The UI is broken.
You can. It's a bit complicated, but once you get used to it, it's.
Okay. But I don't see the action here. So if I refresh the server,
I don't think we're calling any of the actions.
We didn't. Oh.
Yeah, because
I think there is something we haven't changed. So it dot action. Yeah, I think here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I need to change it. I think remove the dot action. Okay. Wait, what's this? Oh, this is in the history. This file is not exist anymore.
Yeah. I don't know why it appears.
Okay. So I guess it's better. It's safe for me to refresh the page again. And
maybe you don't need to. You can always try.
Mutation. And if the download key is not ready yet, the download button. All right.
It takes a lot of time to.
Yeah, I know. I feel a bit shame about it. So I should I should check into the Nuxt code base to see how we could make it faster. So if I click download, okay, so here you have a chunk. So it also tell me how long it takes, but the number does not looks very does not seem to right. It's like 47 seconds. But I mean, it's good to
47
have.
seconds?
It shouldn't, right?
Isn't it a time? Like 3 p.m., 20 minutes, 47.
No, you see, that's here. Download zip is like I think maybe the start time is not doing good. Maybe it's
Oh,
recording.
wait, would you mess up the function?
So wait, what?
Wait.
It was very short before, but now it's like like forever. Okay, I will create an issue. No worry. I think it's either on Pinia integration or on the dev tool. What is the group info? I think it's probably broken.
So
So all the
the group
duration is
info
not.
is not right. The group info is what you see so you see you have small dots, but you also have behind the dots you have the strip that is yellow in the background.
Yeah.
So every dot that you see inside creates a group.
Okay. So basically, so for some certain events, you have start and end, and it will create the group and calculate the duration between them, right?
Yeah, that's what DevTools doing. That's what
Okay.
DevTools do.
And the booting the server is not failed. Oh, wait, what?
The start server will not appear on the DevTools because we're doing it within the store. So the plugin is not able to track that.
Okay.
But we could move it outside if you wanted to. I don't think it's worth per se.
Okay. It should be fine. But the server is not ready. I guess that's maybe my issue. I will just look into it. I think it's the RPC wasn't started in the client side. So yeah. But at least I think we managed to refactor Pinia. And yeah, actually I'm happy to have them in one place. So both the state and the functionality. So I'm thinking maybe I can move the download zip outside as a utility because it's
Yeah.
not involved with too much about the state. And
Although it does make sense from a business perspective right now. It's like the playground and you download the zip of the playground, right? But it's totally fine to put it outside. It could live by itself, as you say.
Okay.
It's like if you were building the project and at some point this gets bigger, this is one of the first functions that would be extracted, right? Because it's so easy to extract.
But if I extract it, would you do it into another folder like utilities file, or you just have a top level functions under like below? Here I can have like download zip as a function. Is that I mean, is that you supposed to like scope all these things inside one file or one directory?
It depends on how long they are, I think. No,
Do you
this is very
support
subjective.
do you support that you have a folder like have a playground? I'm not sure if you can see it. If I can have a folder inside the store and I can have all the related functions separated into multiple files but exposed as one file as one store. So it's basically a group by domain a little bit, but we don't want to have like a super long files, etc.
Yeah, you still need to import the function and return it from the store if you want it to make part of the store. But I think it's fine if they are not part of the store. I think it's nice to have what you say with the folder.
So by default, the Pinia Nuxt integration only crawl one level of the files underscore, or it's crawls
Yes,
recursively.
also. It's not recursive by default, yeah.
So it's only one store. So it's only one level. So basically it means that I can move all this logic inside the folder and export it, re-export it on the top level?
If you want, yes.
Okay, okay. I'm not doing it now, but I'm just curious. Yeah, in case I'll need that later. Okay, thank you. And is there anything you want to bring up about Pinia or anything else?
Uh, yeah. Sorry, I was checking out if I didn't forget anything in the code.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
Not that
verify.
so I don't leave you with some broken code.
It's okay.
Yeah, but it looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Thank you.
think this is one of the things when we get a little bit deeper into maintainability, right? And it's not that easy to explain with just documentation. You need examples and exercises and practice. And this is one of the things I cover in the course, of course, the Mastering Pinia course,
Okay.
which is fairly advanced. It's not only for like very advanced engineers; it's also for intermediate people. Some of the exercises are really hard. I think I could say that I would struggle myself if I find some of these exercises written by someone else.
Mm-hmm.
And you practice some of these things. I will be curious to see how you perform in some of the exercises.
Okay.
I'm sure you will manage, but they take the
So
time. They take quite some time.
so I'm curious, like just for example, like if I going to take your course and I was doing your challenge or like your exercise. So should I look into the source code of Pinia in order to see what is going on or something? Is that required or
No, not at
is
all.
that encouraged? Like is that discouraged? I mean, like
It's not discouraged, but I think some people learn like that, right? Maybe you do. I think sometimes I do. I think you do because you
yeah, I do.
really
Yeah.
don't hesitate. Just click on the source code. You don't need to. I try to explain the things that are needed. Um, and I think I should engage a little bit more on the Discord. We have a Discord, but I'm not. I'm I'm not engaging as much. I'm not trying to ask questions, and people are not asking them any questions. But this is a difference from in person, right? Where you can go behind the people, see how they are um, doing, and ask them specific questions or hint them, and then you can explain the things that some people are struggling with in front of all the other participants of the workshop.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, you don't need to go through the course. We don't go through the source code of Pinia, I think. Maybe I do it on specific things like once or twice, to say this is how we inject or this is how we call this function. Because we do talk a lot about effect scope, which is a feature that you implemented, I think, right? And
Effect scope.
and then you even did the RC. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And and so we go through that a lot too, because it's the core for Pinia to work well. Before that, Pinia was very hacky.
Yeah, it was tricky. I can feel that when I was working on view use as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. So yeah, I will see if I can just bother you again if I have another question. But yeah,
Yeah, no worries.
thanks for coming and thanks for helping me
No
to
worries.
refactoring all these things. I shouldn't let you do like change reactive to React. It's to like I don't know how to say it. Anyway, yeah, thank you.
No, you're welcome. Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, there's a question like say how long would you take to complete this course? Your course, I think.
How long does it take? Well, if you do all I think we calculated this when talking with View School. Some of the exercises can be really long. Like sometimes they take you hours.
Okay.
So if you do it full time, I don't think you should do these kind of things full time, honestly, because you don't remember things that well. You should probably do like in learning in general. You don't want to do too much concentrated. You want to span out the learning process, so you leave your brain time to memorize things while you sleep. This is how just it works. So you should probably spend a few weeks on the course, I think, if you do it a few hours per day.
So a few weeks. So expect that to be
A
like
few weeks,
1 month.
maybe two, maybe it depends on the people. I think I will need to count it, but some of the exercises are really long. I think the course, if you spend like because a few doesn't mean anything. It's not the same to spend 1 hour or 3 hours. It divides by 3 or multiplies by 3 the time you spend. So if you spend 1 hour per day, I think it could take 1 to 2 weeks easily. Maybe, yeah, I would say at least 1 to 2 weeks with 1 hour per day. But you probably spend more.
Yeah, you should probably spend more in order to finish one exercise. All right, like it's better to maybe for the exercise, it's better for continuous time to work on that.
Yes, I think so. It's great to spend some time on the exercise, and once you feel tired, your body tells you usually, right, and you stop a little bit. I honestly don't know if it's 1, 2 weeks or maybe more.
Okay.
I'm still finishing the course. Like I haven't recorded the whole thing.
Okay. Okay. Oh, so yeah, I will definitely go to check it out.
Yeah, I will send you an invitation or something.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, so I won't take any much longer of your time, and thank you for coming. And yeah.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Okay, so maybe
See
have a next
you.
time.
See you
Yeah,
another time.
see you. Yeah, have a good day.
You too. Thanks.
Bye. And how can I just hide you? All right. Good. So, all right. We're having what? Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. And that's right. So, I think we will just go through quickly about these changes, and then we can do a commit. And yeah, it's really awesome that Eduardo would like to come, and I'm really pleasure to have him. So I'll do. Okay, so he's still here. Okay, let me think about it. So basically, this is like a mount server, mount the playground. I think it's good to have it here, like have it immediately, so we don't need to wait until the components get mounted, and that's the benefit. Maybe can shortify a few milliseconds to be faster, in order in terms of the web container, but I'm not so sure, because it also might broke the it might also it might also broke the no it might also like be a little bit blocking because it's taking too much resource uh from this uh from your CPU. Yeah, I'm not so sure, but maybe you can profile that later. But I think at this stage it's good to have it uh immediately. All right. So I think here, in order for trace shaking, I think we probably need to check uh if it's data.client as well. So if it's not, we'll just return it. So in order to do this is for Nuxt, or basically for a lot of like bundlers or Vite, they will replace this. So this is a Nuxt specific shortcut, but this will be replaced as like false or undefined at the build time. So when it's bundling a bundle for server, it'll be replaced as a literal as a false, and then like this. So rollup will do the that called in elimination. I don't know. Yeah, it's like it will remove the unused word, unused code. So here, so all this code will be removed in the server bundle. So that's really nice. So it's like it's kind of save a little bit for the what I wanted to say. For the server bundle, and I guess that we still need to do it, or maybe we can just use this. So we basically ensure that we always have this web container thing, and if it's not, I think here we will throw a client error. So I think ideally it should fine because if we're doing this, I was thinking that the Eduardo helped me to add this arrow, but the arrow will never trigger, and I'm a bit like over optimized because I'm like usually working on library, and working on libraries is every bit matters for us. So because this error message is supposed to never be called anyway. So if you have this arrow, that will kind of take some bytes that's never used. And so here we're just adding these things to ensure the type is correct. While that if there's an error, this function was thrown anyway. So we basically have this thing. And I think we do like here, and we do again like here. So we are not returned directly because we want when the WC is undefined, we want it to store instead of like showering the arrow. And here, okay. Kill the process, and we make sure this is all the types. And for the template, because here is already dynamic imported, so I think it should be fine to directly import it. And section, sure, and terminate, close. What? I don't know how to close this. Is that? Okay, good. I'll hide it. Okay, I think we are good to go. App container. So it's all type import. So that should be fine. And we don't need to mount it because it's automatically. So it's refactor and move. All right, I think we have it. And yeah, I can push it. All right. Oh yeah, and so I'm super happy that Eduardo coming. So let's do a quick catch up about the PR, the changes we have from the previous. So I think what we have is last time is the download as zip button, right? And we have a PR from Soya to add a resize num to the text input, so it does not show the resize button, and to update the default panel size. Oh yeah, because previously we count this, I think this editor and preview, so they sum up as 7 because we want to have a 30 for the terminal. But now we have the default terminal we have default to hide this terminal. So I just redistribute this ratio to have 1%. And because when you toggling the terminal, it will just recalculate this factor. Yeah. So so that's it. And I have moved the no QR. It's an argument from the package.json back to the command, so it does not confuse people when it's not. So basically, I just want to not show the QR code. Like for Nuxt, it detects when it's in stack place, it will show the QR code. But in our case, it's not actually the real stack place. It's a inside web container, and it does not make sense for people to scan it. So here is adding a flag to hide it. And oh yeah, and also here is like a hide BRPC dependency into the layer. So it's basically adding a new monorepo sub dependency here inside the layer playground, and here so I can remove this thing. So so here the layer playground is something that we will hide it inside the editor, and also when you download it, it does not download it. So the download when you download this is the layer playground is like for communication with the mainframe, and when you download it as a standalone app, you don't need it. So so like of course you don't need RPC as well. So so we can remove it, so it can make the download app more clean, and that's it. And I think remove content docs, so it's just like styling to make the content flows, and yeah. And then we have Eduardo's PR to refactor the type of playground. We already mentioned it, and try to speed up container time. So I'm trying to include a little bit of the optimal dependency, optimized dependency, so it's optimized automatically. Um, I disable server-side render, so that it only create one Vite server. And when we go into demonstrating, when the content itself is going to demonstrating the server-side render, we can enable it back. But by default, we just disable it for the booting speed. And then we have warm up entry. We disable it because we were hitting the entry immediately, so we don't need to warm up. We don't need to do the warm up. We want to have the content as fast as possible, and that's it. And have a typo, and I have updated my ESLint config for formatting the CSS. Just basically adding a formatter here, and then it will format the CSS, and that's it. So so we have already taken 1.5 hours, right? I'm not sure if we have time to working on Monaco today. So oh yeah, I just find that I can do a poll. So let's say what. Other than Monaco editor, what we could do? So here we have, okay, maybe the file tray as well. We have already a PR coming. So I'm starting a poll. Okay, can you see that? So if you choose random Q&A, that means that we don't code today. We don't code anymore today, and we were talking about like if you have any questions, I can answer it, or if you have any doubts about like the structure of this this project or anything else, or okay, it seems like yeah for Monaco editor, that would means that we don't have time to finish it today, but I think we can have a little. I think we can have started a little bit. So I think we can read documentation and to see how things work and how to set it up. And I think that will also do. So I will wait for 1 minute, maybe. So I see that. Okay, it seems like you want to see the Monaco editor. Okay, so for file tree, I think we already have a PR here, but I haven't checked it. So if we're going to take the file tree, we are going to review the PR together. Oh, you see, that's my Chrome's lag again. But it's interesting. Like when I'm not streaming, I don't have this issue. Only when I'm streaming, it probably knows. Wait, what? I think the trick to fix it is I go to another. Uh, okay. Okay, looks not bad. Yeah, M3 Max. That would be a little bit too expensive for me. I need your donation. But anyway, I'm pretty happy about my M1 Max. I think there's must be some bug. It's not about the performance. The performance is far away to its bottleneck. I think. Okay. So yeah. So that's end this poll. So as like 54% of you uh want to see a Monaco test, so that's good. All right. Okay. I kind of like that feature. Is that Monaco, right? I didn't do it wrong. So so as far as I know, that's this Monaco editor is extracted from the VS Code code base, and it's probably this repo is only contain the script. So it's basically the code of the logic is still lying on the VS Code repo, but they kind of so it's not a dependency. It's rather than I think it's rather than kind of extracting from this code base and release separately, distributed separately, and I guess so. So I think the version aligned with the VS Code version. That's what I know before, but I'm not sure if anything changes later on. And so basically try our inactive interactive playground. How to reload? Okay. Late latest stable here. Is there any docs? So here is the docs. IntelliSense validation and basic syntax colonize. And I think this is a feature. And what's the tutorial of installing? Playground download link from npm. Here playground. Where's where's the docs? It doesn't show me how. Okay, here is the docs. Okay, this is a very generated one, and there's no guide. So playground is the playground. And what is this? What is this? Creative directive syntax highlighter using JSON. Decorative syntax highlighter. This is a syntax highlighter. Whoa. I don't know what's this, but it's probably not something we are looking for. So they don't have any guide here. Really? They don't have any guide. Documentation, editor. What? So many files. All right. So if in this case, I would see, okay, here you have samples. So samples might be good to demonstrating how to work on something. So V2 React and ESM Parcel, Webpack Monaco plugin. All right. So I think we can go V2 React, probably. So here, install the Monaco editor here and nothing else. Simple server. This is for server side render. I'm not sure. What is the ES server? ES server. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. So I think we go to the main.ts. Okay, the editor. So the editor component is component editor, and component editor. Okay, pretty straightforward. So I'm just zoom out a little bit. What is VFC? Virtual functional component. So anyway, so basically we have the Monaco element, which is a wrap to this DOM element, and then we have set editor. What is the editor API? Whatever. No, it shouldn't be whatever. I think we need to figure it out. So it's Monaco Editor create, and this is the DOM element, and we pass the value to it and have the language to it. So okay, so I think that should be straightforward. So I will just install this dependency. The stream should be fine to me. It looks, and so we basically install it. Should I? I think we can just directly go like that. So here to make sure we also have a panel editor client client w, and here so we will basically have the model value as the string, which is the text, and then we have the I think we can have it like so it's the element, and then we can have an elements ref, and which is HTML that element, and then we have unmounted. So then we can make sure that the element is being fulfilled with the element, and then I can copy this thing. I'm not sure if that works. So here, so it's import as Monaco, and Monaco, wait, what's it? Editor create. Editor create. Okay, it's falling automatically, and this we ensure this always true. Oh yeah, it's a typo. Sorry. I think it's autocomplete, and okay, so the JavaScript, it should be JavaScript. Anyway, so it's editor client. I didn't make any typo. And here, so we're gonna change the input. Panel editor client and vModel, which is the input. So I think we can also copy these things. I think it's not really matter to me, I think. So yeah. Did I? Okay, I killed the server. So let's start the server again. All right. And okay, what's our 3,000? It's not working. It's not working. Oh, I typed it wrong. So it's editor client. And we have a V model. So the input, what's the input? The input should be like having an empty string. Yeah. And we hide this terminal. What? It's dead. How come it's dead? Oh, maybe it's Monaco killing the server. All right, all right. So it is dead. So what happened? So here we have the ref. I think we should have this element. No, it's printing undefined. I'm a bit confused. I think okay. It's a bit weird because this is how Vue works as far as I know, but it's not anymore. Why not use define model? Yeah, I can use define model for sure. Is that stable now? I'm not so sure. Uh, so I will definitely use define model. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. So basically I can have if value. Uh, if not value, we'll just return it. And then we mount it here. That's pretty weird. I'm not so sure why the element is not fulfilled. Creating editor, and we have the value here. Oh yeah, self-closing tab is valid in Vue, but yeah, it's not valid in HTML. Just yeah, I think yeah, the ESLint will automatically convert it to it. It's shorter. All right, it's working now. But I don't see any content inside. And is that because okay, that because we can select these files later on, so that currently we don't do it any reactivity, and so that's one thing. So basically, I think we have the editor instance, right? Okay, so we can do a when so we can do a watch effect. So whenever the value changes, we set the value back to the editor. So I hope this just shows. Okay, this shows the. Okay, it's working now. Good. But I think the language is not loaded. It's supposed to. Okay, it says model ID plain text. So that means it's not. It does not have any language server. Is that the thing? So we have the language. Okay. Uh, the sim is not working either. Oh, the sim is working. So let's check. Let's create JavaScript automatic layout if we put this value to true. Yeah, I know there's a worker you need to set it up, but I don't know how. It doesn't in the demo. It does not. Okay, user worker. Okay, I'll just copy this thing. And okay, so where should I put it? Okay, I don't know. I have absolutely no idea where should I put it. How I can categorize it. So I will do Monaco. Monaco, right? Monaco. It's Monaco. Yeah, I'm spelling it right. So worker.ts. And I'm putting this, and so self uh, is available in web workers, and I should allow this. Wait, what? Unused. Can I use global this in a node environment? So missing types, right? And here we have worker. So this is a view syntax. So basically, oh no, so it's a vit syntax. So we basically have a reference to not DOM, it's vit client. No, it's types. Okay, so here we have the types, and those are workers, and no new caps. Should be fine. And where should I put these things? How can I use worker? User worker, or just import it. Just import it. That's cool. So we have this thing, and we basically here we import. Where is it? I'm going too far. Monaco worker, like that. Supposed to work, I guess. All right. Okay, we have a syntax highlight. That's cool. But we don't have a TypeScript server yet. And hopefully we will also need a Vola server in order to ensure we have those things. And we also need to update this theme in order to match it. I have to do it. So here the syntax is wrong because the language mode is setting to JavaScript, and I think here we could have file path maybe. So if we could have file path, and that means we could have a language to file path and to compute it. Yeah. I think that will also do. That will also do. I mean, I trust you, Copilot. And here we have the language.value. And again, we can use another watch effect. I mean, you can use them in the same watch effect, but get model. Yeah. Oh. Get model. What is model? Wait, what? Let me search for it. So it's Monaco set language dynamically. So its editor sets model language, work as expected. Get model. It's not available. Oh, so it's on this thing, right? So it sets model language. So here the model is editor get model, and then we have a model here, like that, and it should be non-nullable. And then we go back to our. Oh yeah, I forgot. So here, if we case view just for sure, that we can fall back to HTML for now, and also maybe we need to case JSON and return JSON, and let's check if the worker has a JSON worker. Yeah, it works. And I think we probably also later need to add Vola worker here. I suppose that should be something like that. TS worker. But anyway, I think that would be it. And yeah, here we also need to set the file path in order to file.file path. No, it's file dot. Oh, it's selected. So when we can just do a v if only when the select file is here. Oh wait, select file. What is select file? Oh, it's selected file. All right. And then we could have it, I guess. Let's check. Let's refresh it. All right. So here you see that's the syntax is getting better. Yeah, that's correct. So when this is a JavaScript, or this is TypeScript, I suppose. And here we have the JSON and the view. The view, which the current is view is rendered by HTML, and but I mean the syntax is compatible, so it should be fine. So I'm just curious if the TypeScript already working. So a equal to 1. No, it does not working. Oh, sorry. B equal to 1. And all right, so the TypeScript is not working yet, even though I think we set the language to TypeScript already. Whoa, this looks so complex. Language minimap. I think we can disable minimap. I'm not a fan of it. I just a random thing. Where am I? So I'll disable the minimap for now, and auto layout, word wrap. We don't enable it, and TypeScript add actual library. So let's check another type checking. Is that like that? So it basically means that if I do that here, would that work? I suppose like after the editor. So that would be ex next compilation, compiler option. Okay, so this is TS config, I suppose. Allow non-TS extension. And so like I think maybe this no semantic validation and no syntax validation is set to true by default, and you kind of set false to a no attribute. I guess that's it. So let's go to the app to see. So we'll refresh it again. I'll go to the TS, and so again, if I add a equal to string 1. Okay, it's still not working. I'm checking if there's any error. Unexpected usage. Editor simple worker. It says unexpected usage, but it does not say what kind of usage is unexpected. Oh, okay. Maybe I should do it beforehand? Maybe? Like that? I'm going to change my Nuxt config.ts template. So here, let me do a number equal to string. And this is for testing purpose. So I don't need to type it every time. And now if I refresh, okay, it has the syntax highlight, but it's unexpected usage. Load from following module. So here, load following module. So is that I need a worker? I guess I need a worker, right? Maybe the type check worker. Wait. I'm not so sure what happened, but let's check the sample if the sample has any type checking. Webpack TypeScript. What does means Webpack TypeScript? Is that TypeScript for the code? Okay, Web Worker Bundle. I think that's the same as us. I think there's nothing different. Yeah, that's it. So it's mounting to a document body. Yeah, I think it's the same as us. I cannot even get the basic working. Yeah, this is something we had already. Config. No, this is not what I want. Monaco. TypeScript. Language. This documentation is somehow a little bit useless for me. Compiler option. Diagnostic option. Yeah. So does not type check. Oh, come on. Adobe, don't do it. The example should be updated, and it updates. So use symbol provider example. No, this is not something we are looking for. So let's check again about the samples it has. So AMD, I think, is the browser is based on CDN, and chest types, Webpack, Monaco plugin. Does not say anything about it. I think that's basically it. Returns a new worker, TypeScript. I mean, it should work, right? So TS is TypeScript. JavaScript default. Oh. Is that TypeScript default will be different? Because I think it was like having TypeScript tracking JavaScript, probably like that. And if I refresh it, I go to this, and it still shows unexpected usage. So let me copy it to check. Load. You are not defining the worker location. Use no. Still using Vite. Okay, maybe let's try this. Maybe that will be better. And we have the worker here. We change it to something like this. And maybe we can change it to global this. If I remove it, and we go to our app to check. So it's still unexpected usage and still does not have TypeScript support. But the language is still working. That's cool. And I should probably go back to read more about this thing. Not get worker URL. It's get a worker, right? That's it. I'm using global data, but if I using self, like if I do self anyway to align with the document, would that be better? But I don't think so. I think self is equal to global this, right? It's equal to global this. Yes. There shouldn't be any difference. Using Vite. Values. The value here is a string, right? Language. JavaScript. So it says like JavaScript and TypeScript, they are using the same. So you all using TypeScript. And if I remove this thing, would that work? What is unexpected usage? So it says TS mode, and TS mode it says get eager model sync, and worker with synced resources, and get model filter model language ID equal to this model ID. What if we just started with TypeScript? Would that make it better? You have unspec usage, still unspec usage. Oh, is that because of this thing? Maybe. Oh, it could be. It could be. Yeah. So it's not kind of making this asynchronized. Previously, it was synchronized. No, it's not working at all now. What's that? Oh, it's always like for JavaScript, it's always TS worker. So it's the same. Okay. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just struggling again. Oh, maybe I see because this file is absolute. So I think probably if I remove all these things, would that be working? Nope. So it's not about that. It's about this. So it has to be enabled like that. Set eager model sync. Or I think maybe I should stick with the old one. This seems to be more like we go back, refresh it again. Hey, I don't got it. So we were having, which arrow it is here. Let's search for that again. Nope. Get a worker URL. Label equal to JSON editor worker. I think that's what we have, right? And I mean that the language itself is already working. So that means it should works. But without this thing, it's not working either. Yeah, without that line, it's not working. And it's also like it's not working for the other modules either. So like for HTML, it does not work. But this is only like Monaco language TypeScript default. But if it's a TypeScript default, it's still not working for the rest. I mean, that's pretty confusing. JavaScript, TypeScript. Or maybe, I'm not sure if this is watch effect affects it. Because like watch effect that sets the values immediately, which is something that we don't actually want because we already set the initial language. So I think we should only do it when the value changes. So I think we can change to watch and language here. And I'm not sure if that would help. Maybe. Okay. Language. It says it's switching language. But then I think we need to comment it back. And then we refresh it. Okay. Alright. It's still unexpected usage. Or maybe I should check like how checking again. I'm not sure if we're going to figure it out today. Not so sure. Import Monaco Editor using V2 and Vue. This is rollup. This is for build. Okay, this is something that we should do, but it's not related to what we have now, I think. I don't think it's something related to us. What I can think of is I will steal my previous work to see how that works. Monaco. So we have client setup and okay. I have this thing. Oh, is that? I mean, it shouldn't have any different. Right? And here is the language. And here is the get worker, and I also assign to window label equal to these things, and that's how it does. And okay, unmounted injection Monaco. What's this Monaco? Okay, this is injection. So then I will search for editor Monaco. So here I think I have a Monaco components here, and it does. Oh, does that make a difference? Wait, is that because I'm importing this API? Oh, it could. Yeah, I'm still not so sure. Okay, I still got unexpected usage, so it's still not the case. But that means editor. Okay. Oh, that's not easy, really. I'm using iframe. Oh, that is because this side loaded. So it's Monaco editor rocket. I'm using it here. And here is something like that. Monaco editor. And I'm using create model language here. And I pass a URL to it. What's this? You need to associate each files in the tsconfig Monaco editor via actual library. Oh, really? I really kind of forgot what I was doing. Okay. This is really tricky. So it's more add actual lab. This is adding external types, right? Okay. I think we need to pass a URL to it. I think that's maybe the point because it's failed to locate this file. So if we do, where is it? So here, if we pass a third argument to it, I think it's third argument. It's Monaco URL, and wait, what? It's not taking any argument, but here the okay, so it's parse. So it's dot parse. Like that. I mean, there's a lot of things to do, but at least I want to get it working. Still not. So file, and then I have the pop style file path like that. And should I set the file path as well? No, this is not one. This is read only. How I can model set. Wait. ID. Oh, is that I supposed to create a new model? Maybe? So hard. Monaco. So basically, when I want to change the UI, I should change the model, right? Okay, so that means I should create a model. To create a model, the first is value, and then it's something like that. So basically, I could have the model. No, I'm not so sure. So so here, and I can change this to model. I think so, and I don't need this. And for the watch effect, so for basically, if I watch for a few things, so it can be language.id, .value, pops.value. Oh, no, I think I should change that. But when the pops changes, so the model will create a new model. So Monaco Editor create model again like that, and then editor set model like that. But we don't need this. Yeah, and we'll refresh it. Okay, still the same. Cannot add a model because it already exists. So I need to cache it. Really? This is super. I don't know. Like that. Okay. So basically, I want to have a function called get model, and then it's file path, right? And then I have these things. So basically, if models has it, I will just return it. Otherwise, I will just create a new model and I will set the model and I will return the model. So that's it. And then I have a get model pops the file path. And then here I need to do get model file path like that. And what happened? Yeah, it's supposed to be always exist. This is so hard. I still got unexpected usage, and I really don't know what happened. And I think I should. I don't know. It's not has, so we'll have it here. Right. I don't expect I would just struggle that much. Okay. At least we the file switching back to normal. but we still have this uninspect. So editor, simple worker. I already checked those issues and I still don't know why. I have solved the language feature error by requiring this API. So that's weird. But is that like to say if I'm doing this here as well? No. It doesn't work. Okay. So I guess inside this thing, inside this component, I should use this editor API. Because maybe this is not a full editor. Still got unexpected usage. Maybe it's a regression. I mean, it can be it can be because of Monaco Editor. Like I think what I saw in the sample here, if we go to the sample, and here we have the sample, and then we have the beat sample, and here the version is 32. So let's try if is have 32 would fix this thing, because I think we're basically following the demo of the right. I'm not so sure if my error. Hope this works. Okay, I still got it. So I don't know. So I think maybe it's because of this dependency optimizing. Really? I think it could also happen. Wait, let's see if they have any vid config here. Maybe they do. No, they don't have it. And they have it in the dev dependency, not the dependency. So yeah, I think we checked last time. So we can check that how they do it. Probably I'm doing something wrong. Is this thing? What's this? It's this thing. Okay, I'll check their code. So it's basically have a module, and okay, this is the Nuxt module. And what is this vid plugin about? Whoa. Is that some hack? It seems to be quite complex. Is that is I mean, is that Monaco is not working well with Nuxt? Maybe. I think we could try it. I think we could try it. Okay, okay. There's multiple library. This is the one, and I think we have another one. Okay, this is the one. Okay, we can try it. We can try it. Maybe that would be easier than we do it ourselves. Maybe I should go this direction first, and if it's not working, we can do it our own. But maybe we shouldn't do. I don't know. So basically, it has like here. How can I pass the value to it? What's the component? Configuration component, customize UI, and that's it. How can I pass the value? Uh, editor. Okay, it's V model, right? So we basically have the editor here, and if we do, we'll copy it here, right? So we'll have input. Okay, that's always Golang TypeScript, and that's okay. And let's go to the app. I think I didn't start the server. Maybe there's something need to fix on the Vite pipeline, because maybe Nuxt changed some Vite configuration. Okay. Okay, it's light mode. Okay, and it's filling the content. Okay, we have the exactly same arrow. And we don't have a type. Yeah. Okay. I guess I would just struggle too much. I think that's the problem from my Node version. Would that be? I mean, this whole code is running on the browser. This is client side only feature. And wait, what? So I'm not so sure, but maybe we could find that another time. I would kind think maybe this is something related to this. And okay, I would do a final try. And if still not working, I don't think it's related to Node. Because because the code is not running on Node. So the is a string, and if I do here, like wait here. So I close the server and I will clean. Where's the Vite cache? Where's the Vite cache? The cache Vite. Okay, I'll remove the cache and I'll start again. Yeah, it's not easy. Oh, I put it in the wrong place. Sorry. What I'm doing. So I will just remove that again. And oh. So we don't have the dependency optimization. And it should still load, I suppose. Still loading, and I still have unexpected usage. I mean, currently we at least we have Monaco. We at least we have Monaco working, but it's still like we don't have. Maybe I was too ambitious to have the TypeScript today, and yeah, I think we already spent a lot of time today. So um so yeah, I will try to figure it out maybe offline. And if I come up with any solution, I'll let you know in the next streaming. So uh yeah, I I just always struggling. Okay, so I think that's called today, and we can talk a little bit. Uh, yeah, thank you. And we will see. I will see. And for this, and I hope I believe it should works anyway. Right? It has to be work because there's a lot of playgrounds is got it working, and yeah, their documentation is definitely not the best. So I maybe actually uh maybe some like community guide blog would be nice. Like if you kind working on this, like you can write a guide. So I think they have docs, but they don't have guides. So they kind of generating all the docs for each API endpoint that for reference, but they don't have a guide to say how you can do it one by one, like what's configuration change what. So I think that's something missing, and probably there is some community guide as well. But I think that if they don't do it, it's good. Like if you have a blog post or something, or maybe later we could have one. I don't know because I'm not an expert of it. But I think maybe uh, if we kind of figure out all the problem, we could have a guide to say how you set up Monaco with Vola uh, on Vite on Nuxt, so that if people want to build playground for Vue, that's like also enable Vola, and Vola is also like going to work for Astro and Svelte as well. I think so. Vola is going to be like a bit like a universal language tooling for customized syntax. So uh, if we can get Vola working for Vue, it probably later is also good for the other ecosystem to benefit. And and yeah, what I did for Vitess is using the code mirror, so it does not have type checking. And I think I did once for Slided. For Slided, I got the type checking working, but I kind of forgot how I did it. So I was checking the code is actually, you see that here they have it. Here they have the types, and this is even JavaScript. So maybe I will check that how they manage to do it in this website maybe. And at least they got it working. They should have a way to get it working, I guess. So yeah, I'll keep you updated, and I will just oh, I think I can commit a change. So that's not having, oh no, we should have this. That's not having this module. So I will, if the module there's something related to this module, we could figure out later. But let's remove the factor so that it's not affected by too many things, too many moving parts. So so this here is to do should give type error on this. All right, so I will just check it out and commit, but I'm not sure if that would build well. It probably won't. I will see. And all right, here we have that. We have that. Okay. Fit set basic Monaco editor. All right, and I'll push it, and you can check, or you can help me to find it. And I think that's it for today. We do like 2 hour and a half. That's a lot already. So thank you for for staying with me, and I will see you on the day after tomorrow, which is Thursday. And yeah, hopefully at that time I will figure it out what's going wrong, and we can continue doing that. We can continue moving forward. So yeah, thank you, and yeah, see you. Bye bye. Stop, man. Stop streaming.